Welcome back. We have got some breaking news from Manchester United.
Zinedine Zidane. Just saying that name alone sends a shockwave through world football. A legend on the pitch, a serial winner on the touchline, and a man whose aura commands instant respect. Now imagine that name being seriously linked with Manchester United. Not as clickbait, not as fantasy, but as a growing conversation behind the scenes of European football. Let's be very clear from the start. Manchester United's current coach is Rúben Amorim. He is the man tasked with leading this rebuild, and he deserves full respect for the job ahead of him. What we are talking about today is not a dismissal, not a replacement announcement, and certainly not fake news. This is about interest, timing, and the long-term direction of a club that is still searching for its true identity. Zinedine Zidane has been extremely selective since leaving Real Madrid. He has turned down huge offers. Clubs with money, power, and prestige have tried and failed to tempt him back into management. That alone tells you something. Zidane does not chase projects. He waits for the right one. And Manchester United, whether people like it or not, remains one of the biggest projects in world football. Despite years of instability, United still represents legacy, expectation, pressure, and global attention. For a manager like Zidane, those things matter. He thrives where standards are non-negotiable and where winning is not optional. What makes this conversation interesting is not that Zidane is desperate for the job. It's the opposite. The idea is that Zidane is intrigued by the challenge. Taking a fallen giant and restoring it to dominance is very different from inheriting a ready-made winning machine. And for someone who has already conquered La Liga and the Champions League, that kind of challenge could be the final statement of greatness. Zidane's coaching philosophy is often misunderstood. People say he only succeeds with superstars, but that ignores his real strength. Zidane manages egos better than almost anyone in modern football. He creates belief. He builds dressing rooms where players feel trusted, protected, and empowered. Manchester United, more than anything else, has lacked that sense of unity for years. Real fans don't just watch, they subscribe. Are you one of them? Now, this does not mean Zidane is walking into Old Trafford tomorrow. Far from it. Rúben Amorim is the current coach, and the club is expected to back him. Amorim's tactical ideas, intensity, and modern approach represent a new direction. However, elite clubs always plan ahead. Conversations happen. Possibilities are evaluated. That's how serious football operations work. From a fan's perspective, the Zidane link sparks emotion because it represents ambition. It tells supporters that Manchester United is still thinking big, still dreaming big, and still aiming for the very top of the game. Zidane doesn't attach his name to clubs without stature. His interest alone is a reminder of United's global pull. There's also the cultural aspect. Zidane commands instant respect from players. Young talents listen. Senior stars fall in line. That authority is something money can't buy and tactics alone can't teach. At a club like United, where pressure can swallow managers whole, that calm authority could be priceless in the future. But here's the most important part. This is not about undermining the present. Rúben Amorim is the coach, and his journey with Manchester United is still being written. Football history is full of twists, and circumstances change quickly. Zidane's name being discussed does not mean decisions have been made. It simply means Manchester United remains a destination that elite managers still consider worthy of their legacy. As a United fan, you don't need to panic, argue, or call anyone a liar. Instead, see it for what it is, a sign that Manchester United still matters at the highest level of football conversation. If Zidane ever does walk into Old Trafford, it will be because the club is ready, the structure is right, and the moment is perfect. Until then, the focus remains on the present, the rebuild, and the hope that this club finally finds long-term stability. One thing is certain though. When a name like Zinedine Zidane is even whispered alongside Manchester United, it reminds the football world that this club's story is far from over. And that alone should excite every United fan watching this right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for breaking football transfer updates, analysis, and exclusive content on United Pulse TV.